Hey everybody, welcome back to Paradox MVG. Today's video is going to be a little different. I completely forgot that I had to record two videos today. Yes, this is my first video, but I forgot that I had to record two videos today. I didn't really have anything planned out for that, so this video is going to be just kind of a random, I guess, ranting video. Um, yeah, so I probably won't have this like in any like actual I want to say playlist or anything. It'll just be kind of floating around my channel. But so yeah. So today I guess I'm ranting about why I don't show my face or name online. Okay. So the reason I'm ranting about this is because my father met up with a person who I graduated with. So thing is, I try to keep my personal life, my school/business life, and my online life different. When I'm like at school or working somewhere, I try not to talk about my family except for those people who I very much trust. My parents, on the other hand, don't. They love mixing the two together. They love mixing home life and work life together a lot. And it kind of pisses me off because with what I do online, there's a possibility that someone sees my videos who don't know me, and my parents, well, and will hear my parents talk about everything I do, and it pisses me off. Because I'll admit, I've pissed off people before. I've pissed off someone who has gone to jail before, who've harmed people for less. And it wouldn't, in one of these days, there might be a possibility where they'll hear what my parents say or something like that, and be they'll end up stalking them, and just so that way they can get back at me for something stupid that I did. There's, like I said, there's a reason why I don't show my face or name online, because I want to keep my family and friends at least somewhat protected. And also why if anyone online tries to say, "Oh yes, I know this person in real life," why I'll always try to deny it. Um, but yeah, so my father met up with someone who I graduated with, texted me saying, "Hey, I met up with blank. They told me to tell you hi." Thing is, both my parents love talking about me. Basically, they tell just about anyone off the street who will listen my entire life story. Eventually, one of these days, I'm afraid what's going to happen is I'm going to be walking on the streets after, like, let's say buying groceries or something. I'm just going to be walking. Some random person is going to walk up to me and say, "Yo, hey, are you blank? Are you Paradox?" I'm going to say yes. They said, "Oh, I know you from blank. By the way, how was blank happening?" And I'm like, "I've never told anyone about that. How the hell do you know about it?" They're like, "Oh, yeah, from your parents or whatever." You know how freaking terrifying that is? I don't know this person, yet they seem to know every single detail of my life. That's annoying. And it pisses me off. And my parents know this because I've told them before that I don't like it. And one of these days, I'm just going to end up no contact. Or, no, scratch that. I'm going to still stay in contact, but I'm not going to tell them any details about my life. What's going to end up happening is they're going to be like, "Yo, hey," what's gonna happen is that I'm gonna walk over to them and say, "Hey, I moved from blank to blank." They're gonna be like, "Well, I'm gonna say I moved from this city to this city." They're gonna say, "Okay, can?" They're gonna say, "Okay, cool." And then they're gonna ask, "Where exactly do you live?" And I'm gonna say, "I'm not gonna tell you." Or it, or if I'm really pissed off, well, or if they continue doing this even more than they already do, what's gonna happen is I'm just gonna say I moved. They're gonna ask where. I'm gonna say I'm not telling you because let me just say, doing stuff online can possibly run a lot of risks due to the multiple times that people who have, let's say, 100 subscribers or something like that are stalked or are like had stuff happen to them because of people who've seen them online. It's not good. It's not a good thing. And in some sense of the word, this is actually very dangerous. Not just to the people recording and posting it online, but to their families and possibly their friends. And so when my parents pull shit like this, like my father did, it pisses me off. Because basically he went to a coffee shop, bought some, and and the person I graduated with noticed on the cup the name, since of course me and him share the same last name, because I haven't changed my name yet, although I'm thinking of doing it. So they asked him if we're related. He says yes, and I'm okay if it just stopped there. If he just said yes, I'm related to Paradox. But the man freaking starts bragging. And you know what happens? When people start bragging about, let's say, their kids, they're going to start telling them their entire life stories. Multiple people are going to hear it. And with what I'm doing right now, there's a possibility he says, oh yeah, he's recording stuff for YouTube. And he quite possibly could have dropped my YouTube name. I don't think he does because I haven't told him what my YouTube name was. But there's a possibility that he did. And you know what happens then? Those people, possibly someone I could have pissed off, someone who could have gone to jail and just stopped caring, could have come here, well, could have hurt him or anything like that. Could have hurt him, could stalk him, come to where I live, and do something. Like I said, there's a reason why I keep my face off camera and why I keep my name off camera. And also why I don't spill any names as much as, where I don't try to spill any names, where I don't try to say names. Granted, yes, there have been times where I've slipped, but usually I'm good at not doing it. And of course, usually if I really need to say names, I'll say like a fake name or whatever. But like, seriously, it's not a good thing. Anyway, so yeah, it just pisses me the hell off. And my mother's even worse. Like, straight up, my mother will talk to anyone off the street, tell them my entire life story. Even if the person isn't fully listening, my mother would do that. It wouldn't surprise me. Pisses me off. The thing is, she knows that I'm online and that I do stuff online. So if she says to the wrong person what I'm doing, there's a possibility that she could get hurt, that my family could get hurt, and my friends could be hurt. I don't want that. Yeah, like I said, this is just a rant off my chest. And yes, this did happen today. And I know that I pissed off my father by asking him not to do that. But I don't care. What I'm doing now, well, what he's doing could possibly hurt more people than he thinks. Anyways, if you do watch this little rant, thank you for watching. Have a good day, night, evening, afternoon. Bye.